That only counts as one. What? It's the best line for the movie. That only counts as one. It's a custom thing that I set up in Discord. You go... I made it... there's a custom setting that you can set any window you want and then name what the window is. So I set it to Firefox and told it that it was Angel with a shotgun. Yes! And yes, Hetty, what I just put up, I had to run through the sunrise filter like 8 times. Yep. Well, because I perfectly well understand what's being said. However, I go, okay, let's run this through the character filter. Nope. 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 He's speaking gibberish. Face hoofing so hard. I mean, there's a level of face hoof I didn't realize we could achieve, and we have. Starting next week until the completion of BabsCon, we have to move this back to 4 o'clock. Because I'm supposed to be at an in-person meeting right now, but I didn't realize that I had to be there right now. No, too late now. I already left the meeting. Oh, it started. We're just talking. We haven't started shenanigans. Who was supposed to do the recap? Because I don't remember what happened last time. Well, you know, you would be the one who moderately remembers what happened because you were the GM 1 and 2. We've been on hiatus for 2 weeks. you know...
Where we have to go kill all of Cooper's mafia friends. Or at least get them outside of the city.
So I have bad news. Because I'm retarded. You have to start over.
Have we been silent this whole fucking time?
Yep.
Not the first time.
Okay, look, I have not had a good weekend. So, you know, and I'm a little retarded sometimes. And my rent is due in 2 days, so let's try that again.
You did not have that much to drink last night, so...
It wasn't about drinking last night. Other stuff's happened that has made it a very bad weekend.
The fact that she had a massive power outage for several hours.
So going back over where I was and doing it a lot quicker, Harley and her infinite
Wait. She hasn't really officially started the stream yet. Why don't we wait till she starts the stream?
Choco's a fucking idiot. We shouldn't let this person lead anything.
I'm glad I arrived just the right
was
time.
just told by the person running the stream to start the recap.
It is totally my fault. 100%, okay?
Excuse me,
It is all my fault.
Why did you spoil it?
And for some reason, Cooper is still getting calls for detention because of Fee's mess up.
Yes, we're making a fourth wall break for a reason.
Before the stream gets too started, can I eventually get like a table of who's every character, and so that I don't get confused half the time?
Give me a second. I'll send you one. I've got something. It's a little out of date.
Anyways,
send it over to me, how I can see what to updating it with
Yeah,
the
I just got to update because the teams. I haven't updated the key or the Monarch team yet.
is it possible to get one for all the different RPGs?
No. We haven't made one for all of those.
Okay, hold on. You want... Okay, so we don't make one for the one on Friday, because the one on Friday is just me letting you guys be murder hobos.
Yay, murder hobos!
Like, just straight up, I knew there was going to be a murder hobo game, so I just sucked it up and let there be a murder hobo game.
Wait, is that like a D20 modern game, or...?
No, it's Warhammer Fantasy. Murder hobo.
Can we do a D20 modern murder hobo game?
I would be down for that.
No, we cannot. Oh my god, is somebody here who hasn't been here? Hi, Jareth, where the hell have you been?
Work and girlfriend and surviving.
Okay, those are good places to be. Mostly.
It didn't help. Like last Sunday was when date night ended up being instead of how it would have normally been Saturday night.
So anyway, before we get started, everyone please understand, I have had an incredibly bad weekend. I am going to try to have a good time.
Everyone hug Fee!
He hugs.
That makes this fight burn like a fucking something.
Sorry, I had to try and make you feel better.
It's okay.
It looks like there's a new person to the RWBY group.
I mean, me personally, like, I did get to have one good piece of fun, and that was at Kuru's expense. Even though I really didn't intend for that part to happen, it just did.
You mean the bit where you brutally and mercilessly annihilated
Kuru ran around exploring by Kuru's lonesome. Kuru ran into encounter made for party of 4. Kuru went, I got this.
Hi. There's a bag of hugs for $5.
But the teacher have this.
So Kuru was a southern man in his truck when he says, "Hold my beer."
Stream. Hope the rest of the week is
To
better
be honest,
for you, Rena.
unlike you, I actually try to do something while you just stand around speaking all the time.
Kuru, that's part of the game. You being antisocial is not beneficial to your character.
Anyways, break a leg. I'm gonna do these.
Anyway.
Do we have new player?
And Sophie and I had a fight. And it's a pretty bad fight. So that's been my weekend.
I didn't know about that one. Sorry about that, Faye.
That's why she's so upset.
I take it that's why she absolutely ripped into Diablo earlier.
Yep. Alright, that's it. That's my weekend update on the status of Fiaura. Who's doing the right, great. I'm dumb.
Why don't you get the stream all up and running and everything?
Nope,
Fee?
we're running. We're good.
Okay, there you go.
So, what had happened? Well, we were all in a cave, and Harley decided to split the fucking party, the one thing you never fucking do, to go have a little tiny shootout with a giant mech that is bigger than her and has bigger guns than her. She was taught for a moment how to fly because of this, before hitting the ground and landing in front of all of us. We then proceeded to kick the robot's ass, along with the help of the teacher Marnie and her giant fucking robot as well.
Well, not that giant.
Oh, whatever. It's still bigger than most of us. Yes, as Hitomi said, Missiles said hello to Harley. Then we all got a good amount of rest because detention started tomorrow, where Cooper was told he basically had to get rid of all the friendly little mafia people in the town. Now, this turned in trying to figure out a plan for a while, mostly standing in front of, I think it was
Basically, it was a 7-Eleven.
No, his name was basically Flint Cole's either grandfather or old man, I'm not sure.
Slate Cole.
Slate Cole, yes.
Hang on, AFK a second.
And
you're being reminded that you missed how Akihima saves Harley's life by taking it in the face.
Oh yes, and to save Harley's life because she was being a fucking dumbass in all her infinite wisdom, Akima had to push her out of the way and take a goddamn missile to the face.
Wait, what are you talking about there?
Second missile barrage that was fired at Harley. Akihima jumped in front of it because you failed your dodge.
Oh, we've gone back to that one, have we?
Yeah, I forgot that. I was reminded of it. And so we basically stood in front of Slate Cole's fucking convenience shop till the point we became basically like, just the guy's like, here, just have some drinks, just don't ruin my shop. And apparently he thought the two men were the biggest problem in here. Well, we walked over to the bar, the Grim End, and at first we kind of opened up the door, thought maybe we can talk our way out of this when the people started standing up, and at first it was working. And then Akima...
You walked in and demanded everybody put their weapons down.
No, because they're still... I didn't demand it. But it started to go well as people...
Put your weapons down and nobody will get hurt.
No, to the mooks. The people who were going to die. And at first it started working as people were sitting down, and then Harley, in all her infinite wisdom, yet again, grabbed the first person. Who is giving this recap? Who is giving this recap? Not you.
Choco.
In all his infinite wisdom, grabbed a bit of red dust and...
Let's get this right. Two people told them to basically sit there and not do well. One told them to get on the floor, and the other one told them to drop the weapons. The first one basically failed. The second one kind of worked.
I rolled a higher roll than you. I rolled like a 20-something. No, 24. I don't need to hear that.
It was starting to work.
Yes, and then Harley, in all her infinite wisdom, stole some of Cooper's red dust and threw a fireball at people, completely missing any target and just setting a table on
The
fire.
stream
I was
coordinate
aiming
has
to set
been
the table on
armed.
fire.
5 seconds until detonation.
No, I did pass that roll, thank you.
My con has gone
Again,
well.
showing our
Tips
group's
have been
penchant
good.
for
Have
hating
fun.
furniture.
We just started drinking, buddy. What the hell?
They like you.
The fact that we're already arguing and we've not even got into the session yet.
But we argue for the sake of arguing. I mean, literally, we will argue about who argues more.
Do we?
No, we don't. We settled on the fact that Hetty does.
No.
We settled.
I
think
agree
we
with
settled
that.
last time there was Chaco and Hattie in second place.
I'll grudgingly accept that one.
Cool. Hell, even people in chat are saying I'm right.
No. Also,
I use
Harley,
my non-existent brightest overlady of all cats to
And,
say that
well,
you're
then
wrong.
in the end,
Harley was kind of pissed at the whole we're not going to have a plan settlement on the whole thing when we're trying not to murder everybody relentlessly.
and then we proceeded to, as I said, murder everyone relentlessly.
You might
And somehow in the end, I didn't murder anyone. Harley murdered a few people.
No, I didn't. I knocked 3 people out with a green dust round, but that were it.
Okay, whatever you want to remember.
No, my first round I clipped a person in the leg for not really much damage. Second round, I think I managed to miss everything. Third round, I dropped the green dust to make the whirlwind, which knocked 3 people out.
Oh, whatever. It ended with, I think Cooper just getting the last of the mooks to leave, and then... Yeah, it ended off about there.
Yep. There's a lot of mooks thrown out the door. Some that are just kind of hiding in the corner. Some that are knocked out. Some that Nikita squashed beneath a giant table.
But they were
They're
alive.
still alive. They're alive.
They're
They're alive. They're just not happy.
I didn't kill them. I just knocked them.
If I
Or I
remember,
damaged
the
them badly.
only kill that session was Akihima killed a couple.
And so did
And
the bear.
Connor killed one. I thought it wasn't. Who's the one who killed the knife guy?
That would be the bear.
I thought
Yeah,
it
I
was-
think I did kill one, but he had it coming.
Yeah.
Yep.
I tried not to kill him.
Whatever. There were people who lived from this encounter that weren't us. That's better than our normal reputation.
We're improving.
And I think more people lived than died.
That is entirely possible. Oh yeah, there was those 3 mooks over there that were running for the window, weren't there?
Yeah.
Yes, they were.
Alright, we ended this in the middle of a bar fight.
Well, you were wrapped up the bar fight. It was a pretty clear win by Team Chant here.
Did we go? We went full murder hobo, didn't we?
Yep.
That's what we were just arguing about.
Did you not just listen to this?
I'm having
Only
this
4
day.
people. Only like 5 people are dead. There are more people injured but still alive, and
Oh, we only killed 5 people. That means each one of us has a murder on our hands.
No, actually, you
No.
you killed 2.
God damn it! Are we blaming the 5th one on somebody else just so we all have blood on our hands?
no,
because
none of
I
us
didn't kill anyone.
You killed 4 people.
Cooper
Oh, did
was
she kill
busy.
4? Okay.
Cooper was busy throwing everybody out the bar like a good doorman.
Why
was
I got from
sending
the
people-
sweet innocent one to the don't make us let her off the leash?
Because Akima's hiding her inner psychopath.
She's got a taste for blood now.
And not just her own, because that's usually what she does, isn't it? Biting herself.
You know, trying to scroll past Tonga's actions is painful.
I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not.
Alright, so you've cleared out the fight here. There's a couple of people who've been thrown out the door by Cooper who have been stacked up like a pile of wood. A couple of people are just like clinging towards the window and trying to stay out of the way because they've had enough of this
Exactly.
fight. There's
It's
a couple of
Harley's
people
fault.
lying on the ground that are just kind of groaning and they're unconscious and clearly in pain. There's 4 people that are crushed underneath a table that Nikita flipped over. And the remaining people sitting at the bar seem to have decided they rather nurse their drinks than get involved.
Dude,
That's
those
a smart
motherfuckers
one.
are the most-
You mean the remaining people have an intelligence above 2? Also,
Then you have a couple Royale there who just, he's been Cooper's gambling last time he was here and just stood out of it and enjoyed the show.
Not seen a good bar fight for a while, obviously.
didn't somebody apologize for interfering with his game of cards?
Yeah, Tonga.
Why do I feel like the entirely Ruby-S thing is for all of us to go join him for a round of cards before we resume what we came here to do?
No, the Ruby-esque thing to do would be to send Cooper behind the bar to go and deal with whatever he's got to deal with while the rest of us go and play.
You trust Cooper alone.
No, we'll have our guns ready so we can go rushing to your aid.
In other words, Cooper comes flying back over the bar, and like 6 people are sitting there, and we all look over and go, "Think we should help him yet?" No, he doesn't have. His nose is still isn't broken. Cooper comes flying back over the bar with a trail of blood. His nose is shattered. Okay, now we help him.
Oh damn!
Do we still keep our rule of cool momentum from last game?
No, because that fight's over.
It's one goddamn die. Calm down.
So the bartender is looking at Cooper as he strides past the still burning table and gives him a really dark look, but
There's just a table.
just keeps the pouring the drinks.
Oh, Cooper, since he actually has the red dust and knows how to use it, he will put out the fire Hurley caused.
I'm just pointing out, we all walk up and there's just a roaring fire next to us. That was a table.
Don't have to put out the fire.
Well, you put out the fire and now it's just a charred tabletop that's a little smoldering, but it's not going to burn down.
Cooper, it looked cooler as a fire. You ruined it.
I picked the table up off the other 2 and I flip it over and I set it back over where it's supposed to be.
4.
Harley will walk up to the bar and kind of guess the Lien value of the table and drop it on the bar.
Alright. You lift up the table, and the people underneath there are clearly not going anywhere, as their legs, hips, and torsos have been smashed by table impact.
Oh, after I lift up the table, then I go, sorry.
God
Nikita, we don't apologize to the mooks.
I'm sorry.
But mooks
it is
are
working.
too.
I mean, they're people too. They might not have names, but they are people.
Really, Cooper? No, I promise you, they have names. Just look at... And... Okay, you know what? Just because you're right doesn't make it better.
Since when did Nikita become Pyrrha?
She has been all along.
She's always been the Canadian.
One of the table-crushed mooks looks down at, like, his just absolutely shattered loader body and goes, "Oh my god, my wife's gonna leave me."
You have a whole lot more reasons for your
It's
wife
not
will
gonna
leave
live
you.
because of that. I don't think she was ever there to begin with.
Can we all just have a moment of silence for Mook's balls? God.
Okay, moment of silence over.
God.
I love you, Kuru. Right, so Harley, what are you doing up there alone?
I say I was dropping my guesstimation of the value of the table on the bar.
And she looks over at that and she just kind of shakes her head and takes it up and puts it in the cash box. From her attitude, you can guess that it's not the first time someone's had to pay for something they broke in here.
Fair enough.
I mean, the table's not completely broken.
Is the cash box labeled repairs and like half full?
Half full of yen or half full of IOUs?
I mean, the table's not completely burned down, it's just kind of charred. You know, charred wood can look pretty good.
The cash box just has a label that says shenanigans on it.
Besides, it's not like the people who come
Hang
here.
on. So, are you a member of the Fabulous Five now, and the new interior decorating style of the year is charred wood look?
No, it's the hunter look.
That
what a place
doesn't
looks like
make
after
it better.
hunters have gone through.
I kind of look over at the bartender and go, could you kind of call some ambulances for these people? Paramedics? I'm sure you have it on speed dial over there.
I have no idea, Josh. I'd have to sit down and do lots of math.
Yeah, I got this covered. And you see her walk over and she takes out her scroll and dials a number and starts placing a call. And she says, "Yeah, you know where? Yeah, we got." She looks over and just bring a couple of vans.
Hold up 4 fingers.
Bring about 4 ambulances and 8 paramedics. It should do it.
No. She calls and goes, bring about a few.
No, she probably just calls and says, "Yeah, we just had a good one."
You hear her and she's responding to someone. She goes, "Yeah, you know how it is. Teenagers saving the world, all that."
So apparently, at least these ones could actually dish it out.
That Cooper raises an eyebrow. It's like, you'd think like superpowered teenagers are just beating up bars all the time, wouldn't you?
I looked to Harley and said, I looked to Cooper and say, "You're the one that's been in here the most. You'd know."
Does he even remember the last time?
No, the last time, yes, because we came to see the twins. The first time, no. He doesn't remember shit.
Good drum.
Rather
Hashtag roofied.
Rather hypnotic twins.
Oh, you mean the people he set on fire? Gotcha.
Why do I feel like it's entirely accurate for what we saw, for what Hitomi showed us on RWBY Chibi right now?
Because it is. That's why I posted that scene yesterday as well.
So, we should probably go in the back and find the person who we were actually here to talk to.
Yeah,
Note, I said find, not,
Murderlate?
I was gonna say doorway effect.
Tonga, keep it in the holsters.
Duraway effect?
Points at what's left of the doorway. You know, the doorway effect.
Oh.
Holly's going to get to about here, lean against the wall, and wait for you guys. You know, she's still not really in the mood to be diplomatic.
Cooper's gonna look at the bartender again. Sorry for the mess. We're not exactly good with plans.
He's not really sorry for the mess. We're about to make a bigger one, probably.
Yori looks over at Cooper and says, "Hey, kid, I get it. You know, you're doing your little coup thing or whatever. Just don't fire the staff."
Okay? Question mark.
Wait, did he just tell us to commit a coup?
Basically, because Holly pipes up. Basically, because we worked for these guys as friends in Mantle. Everybody seems to think that we're part of them, and this is some kind of internal uprising to the mafia.
Why don't we just take over the mafia? I mean, seriously, why don't we take over the mafia?
Because I just want them out of...
What? Tell them we're gonna sell cookies now?
Yeah, actually.
We're not Girl Scouts.
Buy our cookies and we'll kneecap you.
Wrong setting. This is not Fallout Equestria.
I've seen this Girl Scouts come out on every Wednesday. They'll break your fucking legs.
It
This
might not be
mean-ass
Fallout
Girl Scouts.
Equestria, but it could be Fallout RWBY if we wanted it to be.
Oh man, that would actually be epic.
Yeah, we can actually buddy up Cooper.
No, can you imagine playing Fallout with superpowers?
Basically, every modded Fallout playthrough.
But yeah, he's gonna look to the bartender. It's like, oh no, it's not any kind of coup. We just literally want them out of the city.
Yeah, it's pretty much a go.
She looks like between Cooper and what Tonga said about taking over, and looks back at Cooper and goes, sure.
Hey, Tonga, do you fancy running a bar as a backup in case you get kicked out of the academy?
Yes.
Cool. Is Cooper going in alone?
No, that's why he's stopping here and waiting.
Well, in your position, you can see that there's people sitting at what you remember being the boss's table.
What do you want to bet he's already booked it?
Is that Cake Butler?
Cake Butler? No, Cake Butler is not there.
Oh. I think it just reminded me, because I remember you put Cake Butler there before, and I was like, is that Cake Butler again?
No, Cake Butler's with Team Cake.
So, yeah, again, Harley just kind of props herself up against the wall and waits for the shooting to start so that she can't actually be blamed for starting it.
So, I take it we're not gonna come back here, right?
Probably not. So how does one start talking with someone from the Mafia to tell them to get the fuck out?
I heard it starts with a plate of spaghetti.
Well, generally speaking, you walk in, you walk right up to them, you take their drink, and you pour it in their lap.
Is that before or after you give them the plate of spaghetti?
Oh, the plate
After.
of spaghetti you slam in their face.
Akihime.
And then you explain that you're
Akihime
making an offer you can't refuse. That's about right, right? That's how they do it in Godfather, right?
Akihime, my darling. I thought I was bad at starting negotiations.
Yeah, the question is, where do we get the plate of spaghetti?
Apparently, I'm not wrong about the glass or spaghetti.
Apparently, they're supposed to be eating the spaghetti when you do it, so because they're mafia, so they should have the plate of spaghetti in front of them already.
Oh, how about this one? Vial of green dust into the general vicinity, knock everybody out with the blast of wind, haul off whoever we need to haul off.
Cooper thinks about how her last plan went. No.
Harley will shrug and put a vial of dust on the floor between her and the doorway in case Cooper decides he wants it.
Is anyone going to come up or when the fighting starts to be up close, or...
So we got 4 named mooks up there and just 2 mooks, so I'm not sure if one is just a waiter or a bunny girl.
I'm pretty sure that
literally
one is,
I'm not sure.
Tonga, I'm pretty sure that one is just here to distract you.
Well, Cooper's the only one that really has a good line of sight to it, so Cooper can see that it is apparently a serving girl.
What you don't realize is the serving girl is actually the most dangerous of the whole lot.
No, that's exactly what I'm now thinking.
Exactly, Josh.
So, how about if Harley's gonna sit back here, the rest of us move up? Better in a fight if we are at least somewhat evenly numbered. I mean, 4 people have name tags and there are 2 mooks, so it's pretty much even. Anyone else gonna move up? It seems like Cooper and Nikita.
Oh, that's what you want to do. Go for it. As Cooper goes off on the long walk, he is stopped right at that last entryway. Looks up to him from the table. And you see that he has this giant revolver set on the table right next to his food. He leaves his hand next to it and he says, I knew from the day I first met you that you'd be here taking what's mine.
No, I literally just want you out of this city. Not so I can have anything. I've just literally been told I need to get you out of this city.
It would probably be just a good idea for you to leave the city for right now, because some people up in charge are just not happy with you.
Yeah.
Why would I leave this city? I worked hard to get here. I run this neighborhood. I'm respected. I have the power here. No one's going to tear me away from it.
I'm sure you'll be able to come back at another time, but, right now it's just not good.
I can think of one people who might want to tear you out and have the power. The military with their giant fuck-off robots. Kind of the ones who don't want you here.
Now, please. We have a understanding.
Is that what you call it?
What exactly
Why do you think we're here? We've been here for years.
Tolerated, and toleration can end rather quickly. And from what we have been told, that toleration has ended.
Oh, there's always some little pup trying to climb up the ranks thinking that he's going to clean up the city. They never last long.
Oh no, in this case it's not a little pup, it's the Commandant.
And you see him.
Cooper just looks back at Tonga like, really? Yeah, you had to tell him that.
See him fall silent, and his face just kind of shifts into a neutral mask, and his hand grips the grip of his revolver, and doesn't lift it up or anything. He goes, "Oh, I see."
I mean, if you... Harley, don't you dare.
Josh, no, we are not walking up and saying leave town or we're going to foxfire you. That's not okay.
I am measuring distances and making sure that if things do go bad, that I am prepared to act, as I am number 2 on the initiative order.
Yes, but he was just leave it as like, I mean, you can leave rather peacefully, or, I mean, even if you get rid of us, there are better hunters than us. We're just the ones who the Commandant can say, oh, they're the problem children. Look how many fucking detentions this guy gets every fucking day.
About 5 or 6.
We're the expendable ones, see? That's the problem. He's not being serious yet.
You don't want to see the other teams. There are some motherfuckers who are crazy.
Nikita's making those overly eye gestures like, oh my god, yes, you don't have a clue.
Let's see, there's Team Cake, Team Pan. I don't know what happened to the other 2, it's just Team Pan now.
Hey.
You are one of the other 2.
I pipe up from around the wall. Hey, wasn't there that team that shot at that van driving through the academy and they fired off a minigun at them?
That was me.
Oh yeah, that was Monarch.
There's also the team that attacked a teacher, so you can imagine how bad they are.
Isn't that us?
No.
That's okay. Listen, we are probably the B team. Maybe even the Q.
I was going to go more like the Z because we're kind of last ditch.
But think about it. If we just stroll in here, knock out pretty much all your guards like they're fucking nothing. Think about how much a team that is actually trained, with not just 2 weeks of experience, can do. Do you want that knocking at your door every other day?
I'm gonna laugh if he says yes.
That on top of the endless robots that are supplied by the Atlas military, until basically you're going to wish you've never seen anything more advanced than a toothpick.
Hey, didn't the Academy salvage that siege mech from our last run?
The Academy didn't. I did.
So that would default to the Academy should anything happen to you. Would be interesting to see what happened if they pointed that at this place.
Think of it just as a vacation.
Yeah, just
Messer looks at Cooper and says, well, if you're so far down the list as you say you are, then clearly this is something that wasn't that important to your little Commandant. I'm sure if you
he sent us mostly because, we have dealings and he wanted to assure loyalty.
Yes, I'll cut you a deal here. You just tell him that you took care of me and you walk out. I'll keep things quiet for a little bit. We'll wait for this to all blow over and nothing has to come to it.
Did we tell him what happened in the mine?
No. You need to get out of here.
Shall we make him an offer he can't refuse?
Is there any spaghetti on the table? she asked that literally.
You hear one of the mooks say, "Don't touch my spaghetti."
No, you gotta say it right.
Don't touch my spaghetti.
I don't have
Cooper, Cooper, what happens if we do to the spaghetti what we did to the table in the main room?
It becomes cooked spaghetti?
God damn.
That table was a little more than just cooked Tonga.
I mean, here's an option. You could just, leave, and you'll have no one bothering you anymore.
I'm sorry. Jareth says remember the steps, wide lap, spaghetti to face, and I just imagine Cooper walking up and going spaghetti lap, wine shirt.
Hey, I mean, Harley could make them wear their spaghetti with the vial of green dust that's at her feet.
Or Cooper could turn their clothing into spaghetti.
Hey, we got a plan!
Oh, God.
Better yet, Cooper, turn their weapons into spaghetti. Turn their weapons into spaghetti. That way they can't attack.
He'll do that after he offers the deal. So it's like, so the deal's simple. You get out of here, and you basically life goes on. Everything's happy. You're just not in this city. If not, you're probably going to be harassed by the military from now until the dawn of the end of fucking time.
He says, "Look, kid. I've been out there. I've had to shake people down. This is a shakedown clear as anything. You just want to take over what I have while I'm gone." It's like, no, I'm staying right here, and you're going to tell them that I'm taken care of, and we'll just let it blow over.
Sir,
You haven't discussed yet.
Sir, I legitimately do not give a shit about what you have.
That's not what you told me before, kid.
Hey, I call dibs on the bar.
We're burning this place down.
I heard your little
this
friend there's already marking out on my territory. It's like, you ain't fooling me.
Should I go get the big snappy robot?
Student discount on student discounts. That sounds good to me.
God damn it, Harley. You don't have to get a fucking dog whistle.
Hey, I'm not a dog. I'm a cat.
Harley, trust me, it doesn't make that much of a difference. They both hurt.
What, Cooper when he blows it?
Exactly.
Ouch.
You
Yeah,
take
it
the
hurts when Cooper blows it.
You take the left region. I'll take the right. By the time we're done, he won't be able to procreate.
Works for me.
Do I need to tie a tassel to my tail to keep Harley distracted?
Wait,
So
is that
this
going to be
doesn't
like a
happen.
circle of distraction?
I'm just imagining.
Distracting Tonga while Tonga's tail distracts Harley.
This is the worst shakedown in possible shakedown history.
I mean, do we really look like we want to run the city? I look back at the group of us standing here. Come on.
Messer
The
just
city.
looks over
Nah.
towards where the voice was coming from. It's like, you're already staking out my claim.
Yeah, you got to be practical about these things. Just because we were told to get rid of you doesn't mean
Harley,
we can't
shut the
profit out of it.
fuck up. Thank you.
Cooper, don't make me hit you. You say it nice.
Harley, stop speaking, please.
Much
Yeah,
better.
okay. Love you, Akahima.
He's gonna look back at Messer and agree with what Nikita says. Like, do any of us, does any of this thing you have been watching at all seem like a criminal mastermind or people trying to rule a criminal fucking empire? At all.
I've seen all types, kid.
Is there literally nothing we can say to have you just leave? I mean, doesn't your the Vance guy owe us a fucking favor? Can't you just leave and we call it fucking even?
He takes a moment to mull that over, and he seems to be really giving it consideration. He finally says, "Look, I'm accustomed to my lifestyle, and I've worked hard to get here. If you can offer me recompense for the trouble of leaving my empire, I might just agree."
How about we offer you your life?
Dongo, shut the hell up, please.
Yeah, it's already going that way.
How much exactly? I'm sure the Atlas military has a budget they can read for how many buildings they accidentally blow up on a daily basis. I'm sure they can provide you with recompense.
I think he means from you, Cooper.
Well, I normally take a cut that roughly equates to about 15,000 lian a day.
That's a lot of fucking money.
Well,
Yes,
you
it
know,
You just hear a solid face palm from behind the wall.
Cooper, he's willing to kill people over it. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of fucking money. God, your potty mouth is rubbing off on me. In character, middle of discussing stuff.
Language.
Out of character, so Nikita becoming Captain America. Or Captain Canada.
She wasn't already.
Yeah, but now the language thing. Unfortunately, we cannot provide you with that much money.
He says, "Well, you're planning to take over the operations here anyways. You might as well just give me my cut."
Just beat them up.
Hey, it's up to them if they just want to beat him up or not. If they want to deal, they're dealing.
No, not really in the mood to deal at this moment. So, quickly think about it. Well, for once, I think Harley was right.
Are you really going to edit that in properly?
Yes, he's saying that, so the group can hear, and I hope they interpret that as what he means.
Fucking called it.
And for just a quick surprise, sets the table on fire.
While he's doing that, Harley will throw in another vial of dust to cause another blast of air to try and knock everybody out.
The table is now on fire, hopefully.
Why? You know, there was a point where we didn't have to resort to full violence.
Yeah, and that's before the man asked for $15,000
I think
a day.
I think the end result was going to be this. So,
could you at least ask the rest of us before we resorted to pure violence?
I mean,
I'm gonna feel bad about this in the morning.
Seems like it.
So yeah, like I say, mine was to knock him out rather than to actually kill.
Alright, so we got the flames thrown in, and what kind of dust were you throwing, Harley?
Green, basically a concussive blast.
Alright, so we got a giant concussive fireball that erupts on the table, knocking them all out of their seats and throwing them back.
Can I roll damage? Yes, I do know it's half damage for a non-lethal.
Yep.
What? I just roll any of the damages, don't I?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, that's not a bad thing. It's cut in half, so they just took all 3.
Yeah, they took the grand total of 3 damage.
Okay, it's better than half a damage if you rolled 1.
I think it rounds up. So like 5 goes to 3 and 3 goes to 2.
You terrible, terrible people, I tell you.
By the way, does Cooper have to roll damage as well?
No.
I'm not entirely sure what Cooper did with his.
Oh, no, I was just setting table on fire.
Same thing you did in the other room.
I mean, yeah. Cooper didn't really do damage, you just turned the fire into a fireball.
There,
Burn their spaghetti.
Now none of you have your fucking spaghetti.
Well, we're in initiative order. After Mr. Genta is just thrown back against the wall, you see him lift up this heavy-looking revolver, and he just points it square at Cooper right between the eyes and double taps with it. Throw me 2 defenses.
2 defenses? Okay, good old dust. Basically, as he's saying, as the bullets come flying, they just basically melt and evaporate. Just sheer fire.
So, crotch defense.
Did he just go full YOLO?
Yep.
And it worked?
I don't know.
I mean, you see that revolver as he fires, it kicks like it's a cannon, and these huge slugs are flying towards you, but you do manage to slag them and turn them into harmless little puddles of metal on the floor.
Cooper just looks at us like, yeah, no.
Alright, Nikita. Your teammates just blew up the party. What are you up to?
Dude. Ones that just fell back, they just fell backwards out of their chairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're just like blasted back against the wall, or in the case of the 2 mooks, just like thrown onto the floor.
And it's the one right up against the wall who took the hang on.
Took the shot at Cooper, yes.
That one.
Yep.
Step, grab chair, step, heave chair.
Did you
Alright.
Threw a chair at the motherfucker.
Did you just boondocks this? Did you just turn this into boondocks?
Road is a lift check. Strength and endurance.
By the way, I've just posted Messer's revolver in tabletop.
Pretty much.
No, what's the one Dirty Harry used?
Oh, that's nothing. That's 44. This is a 50.
Yeah, but a 44 is cool.
You threw a chair.
Alright. You go and you step around the corner and you fling the chair right at him, and it's flying through the air, and he just kind of takes up his right hand with the pistol held and he whips it at the chair in mid-flight, and you just see his chair splinter off into a dozen pieces, and he's completely unharmed.
There, I'll step back from there.
No, actually, we're not beating up mooks this time. They have names.
Well,
most of them. Two have moves.
Alright. Chelsea Goldhammer's turn, and you see her, and she just kind of like looks down, and she's just got like a little bit, this brushes it off, and tries to look all prim and proper, and you see her draw 2 pistols out, and she just starts walking around the table like she owns it, and she has absolutely no respect for the threat you pose. Tonga, your turn.
God damn it.
Oh, Joel.
Should we
So I now see it. Yeah, probably. So I now have a target.
Really bronze hashtag crouch defense.
Seems appropriate.
There's one.
Take it you're firing at faceless.
At who? Oh no, I'm firing at Jelsa.
I tell you, kind of like blowing through the wall there.
No, he's got line of sight on Chelsea.
I mean, if you look at the arrow, it goes through Nikita in the wall.
I mean, I suppose I can attack Mooks if you guys want me to attack Mooks.
The Mooks. What's the worst of this? I mean, I get it.
Yeah, I'll attack the Mooks.
Poor Mooks. You never saw it coming.
It's all but one hit.
Okay.
Alright, so you hit the closest Mook, and he's just riddled with bullets, explosions going off from little micro rockets in his face, and he is torn asunder. You see him bleeding out of dozens of wounds, and just screaming in pain as he's just absolutely brutalized. He's alive still, he's still screaming, but he is in critical condition.
All I know is pain.
I'm gonna say this once. Surrender. If you don't surrender, well, I'm treating you as bandits.
No,
and you don't want me to treat you as bandits. Oh no, that's Tonga's actual words. Surrender. I'm treating you as bandits, and you don't want me to treat you as bandits.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they are lawbreakers. And they do probably...
They might as well be bandits.
And they probably do prey on those that don't have much in the way of means.
They're city bandits.
This. But no, I was thinking more of surrender as in, Tom, when he goes, surrender.
Tonga may be as big as an Ogren, but he's not an Ogren.
No,
he doesn't have a shotgun.
He's got a break.
Tonga is smarter than the average Ogren. I mean, that's not hard. Most fish are smarter than an Ogren, but still.
You say that, but the Ogren got the orc to surrender, didn't he?
This is true.
Alright, what's your second and third action, Tonga?
God. It's just,
I forget that's only one action.
Hey, Mark, I'm in St. Louis.
Yeah, so did I.
I want you to know that. You're the right
Second
Mark?
action.
Are you the Mark in St. Louis?
Firing again.
I'm going to be in St. Louis.
Say Mook or the other one.
Aww. Roll 20. Bad. Would that have killed the Mook?
Depends on what you roll for damage. Yes, it would.
Okay.
Not that I think he was much of a threat to anyone.
That's all on the second Mook.
He's not much of a threat, but if any of them get lucky and do damage, that's just going to be more annoying in the long run.
Alright, you got one hit on the second one. I forgot to show his name tag.
Wait, these mooks had name tags?
Well, that one did.
Oh. No, he actually had importance.
Hi, I am Mook 1.
He was a bullock sponge.
What was Mook's name? Stefan.
Stefan or Stephen?
Stephen. Alright, last action. What are you going to do, Tonga? Can't be an attack.
Okay.
Did Steven or Stefan have a tattoo of a scorpion?
No, it has to be a mecha scorpion.
I'm going to say a giant oversized red scorpion.
What would it be to try and convince the other mook to surrender?
Let me check.
Would it be
I'm gonna
intimidate?
say intimidate, probably, so strength and will.
So does Tonka just yell, surrender?
Yeah, let's check. Yep, and does nothing.
Well, you seem to have pissed him off as he's been blown up, now shot up, and you're screaming at him to surrender, and he is quite angry. And you hear Messer Gang go, "No, don't shoot him, he's my favorite."
Are you just saying that because the other one's dead?
No, because Stefan there was planned to be the favorite mook of Messer Genta.
Oh.
That's why he had a name.
Oh, the favorite mook.
The one the boss could be actually bothered to name.
Well, that and he actually had a higher AC than the other mook.
Yep. So, Cookie's there, got blown up, thrown against the wall, and she's screaming, really high-pitched, and she takes the serving platter that is in her hand, and she just lobs it over at the group. Cooper, Harley, throw me defense.
Really? Really? Did we just go from lethal fight to food fight?
Yep. Hey, food's dangerous. Have you seen that episode?
Food fight.
Yeah, it is actually in the setting.
Cooper was batter swinging at it.
Alright, Harley, you dodge out of the way. You can take your movement with it. And Cooper, you swing your sword and you end up cutting up a giant bowl of spaghetti, which, because it's spaghetti, means it still splatters against you.
Oh, I thought you said serving tray. I just thought metal disc.
Yeah, you managed to slice and thus deflect the serving tray, but what was on the serving tray hit you.
Like, well, I'm covered in spaghetti. That is... I hope that washes out.
And you see...
that pasta sauce, not in a million years.
And you see Cookie there just, like, curl up and kind of cower near the wall.
Welcome, sir.
Woohoo! Thank you for hosting.
How does the
Zort.
how does
You're
the
awesome.
spaghetti taste?
Spicy.
My compliments to the chef.
Alright, Cooper, it's your turn. What are you up to?
Let's see, it would be... Who to go after first?
Wait. Cooper's making a strategic decision.
Run! Really? I'm starting to think, I kind of want to kill Stefan just to be an asshole.
Well, it would make tactical sense. Finish off the one that's wounded.
Yeah, that's true. Cooper's gonna think about it for a moment, and he says like, "Oh, who's your favorite mook?" Pulls out red dust. Hey, Stefan, catch! And then chucks a large thing at him, and right as it gets near Stefan, it explodes.
All right, roll it. That's a hit. Throw your damage.
There it is. Does he? I would ask, does he actually catch it before it explodes? It's like, what's this?
Well, you killed him, so go ahead if you wish.
I imagine it goes exactly like as he said. Cooper yells catch, throws the giant thing of red dust. Stefan grabs it, looks at it, it's like, what's this? And then boom! And the next moment there's just a little tiny pile of ash with the name tag Stefan.
Floating down.
Yes.
No, it's that, you know that lookalike brass metal name tag? That lands on top of the pile of dust.
You see Messer fall to his knees, and he throws his hands up in the air and his head up high, and he lets out a no!
No, you monsters!
This could have all been avoided.
No, it couldn't. No, it could not.
It could have.
We all knew it was going to come to this shit.
Hey, you could have been with Harley just taking over the bar and paid him.
No, it could not.
Harley would have done that.
I don't think the military would have been happy with that.
All the military wanted was for this lot in this room to be out of here.
That's but the thing was also to prove Cooper's loyalty. Cooper paying money to the mafia every month, or no, every day, does not sound like something they'd approve of. That doesn't prove one's loyalty.
Who said we'd actually fucking pay them? I mean, are you telling me that they're going to try and hustle the money out of us when it's constantly full of off-duty soldiers and academy students?
Yeah.
They might. The goddamn mafia. They might.
I'll tell you what, the fight will have been interesting.
Well, you got 2 more actions, Cooper.
I have a plan.
Then I think Cooper will, he'll, just bring out his sword and, I think, set the action to, wait at the moment. Hold his last 2 actions.
Alright. Next turn. Tonga hears someone just thundering down the stairs north of him. And a high-pitched voice saying, I'm coming, boss, I'm coming, boss, I'm coming, boss, I'm coming, boss, I'm not late, I'm not late, I'm not late.
Oh, God, we got Mini-Me.
Motherfucker.
Oh, no, we got some anime girl with cat things on her hands.
And you just see her, run right down the stairs and right up to Tonga, and he goes, I'm not late, I'm not late, I'm not late. And she gets there, just winds up a huge right hook aimed right at the shark faunus.
Is Tonga getting anime girl slapped?
Yep. And you watch, she will pack the punch of a fucking powerlifter.
Nikita?
Nikita, I should preface this now. I'm, not melee spec'd.
Well, you get your amount of attacks no matter what you do, so...
I should have put on the power armor. Huh?
Said, what's your defense, Tonga?
It's...
Is Tonga a defense?
He doesn't know how to deal with melee. It's like... melee.
Actually, I'm dealing with a cat trying to burrow into my chest. I'm like, what are you doing?
So, a cat is attacking you both on screen and off screen?
Yes.
This is too perfect.
Beautiful.
Oh no, I shaved them.
Chaco, can you shut up when I try to speak? I was gonna say that is perfect work from one of my agents. Good job on buttering cakes.
Anyways, as you suddenly get blindsided by this random charging girl and you try to get out of the way, hand just comes square across your face and just gives you this huge ringing slap. Take 2 damage.
Does she yell "Baka" while doing it?
Nope.
God damn it.
Okay. Because we haven't healed our aura
As you're
since
reeling,
the last fight.
and as you're reeling from the slap, she like reaches out, grabs you around the waist, and just Brock Lesnar herks you up and suplexes you. Throw me a defense.
What's happening?
Is this like the anime girl of Brock from Venture Brothers?
It's this little 5'0" girl who can hurk up Tonga like it's nothing.
Rolls up sleeve. Sorry, Harley, I have to go take care of something.
Quickly, someone find her senpai. It will distract her.
You kidding? Just throw a ball of yarn.
That would also distract our cat.
Is that such a bad thing at the moment?
Just for people who are watching so they can get a good reference image.
I don't. There are words. I'm gonna... There are things.
Why is Taiga trying to kill Tonga?
I have no idea who that character properly is. I just used it as a character image.
So I'm trying to detonate some of the rounds inside my backpack to try and act as a defense, but probably not going to work.
I mean, it detonates because it detonates, but it just doesn't seem to stop her. She grips, holds, herks you up, and slams you overhead into the ground. Take 3 damage. Back up to her feet and looks around and goes, Okay, where's the boss? Where's the boss? Where's the boss?
I have a feeling that the little girl is going to be the most dangerous thing in here. Because she's probably the thing from the stream tip.
Because of the rules of anime. No, that's not actually the stream tip goal. At least not this one.
Oh, great.
Alright, you see Harry move up and pops around the corner and looks at Nikita and racks a shell into the chamber of his shotgun, levels, aims, and point.
I've had some success with parrying bullets.
So is this gone from Nikita to Wonder Bear?
Well, you bring your axe in line and you deflect some of the buckshot, but, you know, buckshot and shrapnel, it still shreds where you didn't block and you take 4 damage to the chest.
Ow! Fucking hell. That hurts.
Ooh, I'm gonna use my action to move one up, and because my weapon has reach, I'm going to hook his leg and try to, like, fucking basically knock him down for what he just did.
Alright, go for it.
Someone's eating their spinach.
Nope.
Yeah, you swing and you miss, and he looks over at you and he racks another shell into a shotgun. Akahima, what are you up to? There's suplexes, there's shotgun blasts, there's spaghetti on Cooper.
Somebody
I look at
touched
Harley.
my spaghetti.
I look at Tonga. I look at Nikita. Okay. One
Tonga is actually bleeding.
problem at a time.
So what's the plan?
Somebody get the cat off.
Hey, you!
And she looks at you and she like kind of points with her glove at her chest like, who, me?
I'm flying through the air at full tilt, ready to trying to drop kick her.
Alright, go for it. I'll give you advantage on it too, because her other who me surprise.
That moment, someone... Oh, that's not right.
Roll another d10 to see if you get higher of his advantage.
Nice.
Very nice. Alright. Yeah, just slam right into her. Roll me damage.
That's my shark boy!
Hey!
Excuse me, I think we already declared that Tonga is my shark person.
Plus
Alright.
he was phased.
Get your hands off my... No. Even better. Get your hands off my fish!
Get your hands off my face.
As
my
you just
pride.
complete blindside her with the missile drop kick, you see her just like go bouncing off into the distance and rolling back up to her feet and go like, ow, what'd you do that for?
You body slammed my fish.
And you see her just like blink slowly and look at Tonga and then look at you, then look at Tonga, then look at you and goes, isn't he too tall for you?
I didn't mean it that way!
That's the one that just suplexed him.
I meant in the platonic French... I'm gonna beat you within an inch of your life.
No, the response is, I'm not into fish. I mean, well, maybe.
This has a fishy smell to it, and I don't like it.
Oh boy.
Oh, well, your girlfriend just ran off and professed ownership of Tonga. What are you up to, Aki? Or Harley?
I'm gonna sit there, slack jaw for a second, shake my head. I am then going to throw another vial of green dust into where Chelsea and Harry are. We're looking to do the whirlwind effect, so that takes up 2 of my capacity. Is that right? Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, looks like it. So does that land in approximately the right direction?
Yep. You whip up your whirlwind.
Cool.
They spin me right round, baby, right round.
As you see them just kind of get buffeted by the winds and have to stumble to stay on their feet.
So
Get pushed in the direction of the whirlwind.
That does 2 damage to them.
Hi, Zork. How you doing?
And then...
Should we not be not doing lethal damage?
No, Linzaba. No, Linzaba. No, Linzabi. We do not have Tongahima. Tongahima is not a thing.
It's being added to the shipping list.
God damn it.
I will make the announcement once it's officially added.
My second attack will be a double tap into Mesa.
Alright, throw it. Alright, take careful aim while he's sitting there looking up and screaming, "No!"
Do either of those hit?
And you're like aiming right for his chest, and he stands up, and then right as you pull the trigger, and both shots go drilling through his legs and hit the wall behind him.
So I missed. In that case, last action is to dive behind the wall.
Alright.
What is Tonga and Akahima's name? Ship name. I need it.
Tonga.
Bunzabi, create a ship name.
Frickin'
It's in chat right now.
Zork is chanting it on Twitch.
Tonga.
Alright, so Genta stood up and he looks down and sees the bullets that just barely missed him, and he goes, "Really? You're gonna shoot me in the dick? Who the hell shoots people in the dick? What sort of degenerate asshole are you?"
Our kind.
In my defense, I was aiming for your chest. You stood up.
No,
And
no,
you see him
Isaac,
just like-
the ship name is not size difference.
Too late. It's not size difference.
I like that one.
And you see him just flick open the barrel of his revolver, and he pulls a round out of his pocket, and he loads it in and snaps it closed and aims right at the wall where Harley, I keep wanting to say Akihima, where Harley took cover, and fires.
Size difference has now been added to the ship list.
Nice.
It is the number 10 ship. We have 10 of them now.
Seeing as I can probably guess he's going to aim for me, can I dodge?
Yeah. Well, you get partial success for half damage as you take 3 damage. As you're about to dodge when the wall in front of you suddenly explodes like its name was Cooper. And you are buffeted with an explosion, knocked back 15 feet, and take that 3 damage.
15 feet, you said?
Yep.
So, yeah, you see Harley hit the table and not move.
So, Nikita, what are you up to? You've been shotgun blasted. There's been Cooper explosions.
Tonga
And
players who wants to hide the tip.
things
I
are
just
going
got
interesting.
2. Tonga gives to you.
I'm going to kick an acceleration. Run around and into this person here.
Alright.
Try and drive them into the other person against the wall. Sorry, I can't read their names. It's too small for me.
Chelsea and Harry. Alright, throw me the tests.
She's basically boomeranging to hit Chelsea in the messer.
Let's see, we determined was agility is for my
Yes.
semblance.
Alright, it barely kicks in.
Oh, wait a minute, was it supposed to be agility and will, or is it just agility?
Agility.
Will.
Just agility, because the will should be automatically used when you click semblance.
It didn't.
It didn't, because
Did you
2 is
click
my
on-
agility.
Did you click on semblance or did you click on semblance dodge?
Semblance.
Oh, that's for semblances for using your dodging, I think, which goes on perception.
No. I just used my semblance ability over here on the side.
Where it says semblance name. And, yeah.
That's what I clicked on.
Yeah, it shows it because you rolled a 2 and a 4 plus 1 for your will, and then the plus 2 is your agility.
But
no, my agility is plus 2.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying.
Oh, okay, I see it. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so then do I still roll to hit?
Yeah, throw a grapple.
I think you're just slamming into the person.
I'm slamming.
Well, you're trying to slam and grab him and drive him into someone else.
No, I'm just trying to slam him in, just trying to hit him into the other person. I don't know if I'm going to hit. I'm just going to hit that person.
Basically, she's doing a shoulder check.
Alright. Throw me the attack.
Oh, damn.
She just got shoulder checked.
She did
One
just
off of a rule of cool die.
It's like, hello, sorry.
So, this is the moment that it's kindly explained to you that when a bear charges, you get out the fucking way.
We got hashtag size difference going. No, Zork, we're not having
I have a black eye now.
Zork, we're not doing a chat vote of Tonkima versus size difference. Size difference is just better.
Also, size difference is pretty much won it by YouTube chat, Zork, since you're over on Twitch.
Well, the prim and proper Chelsea Goldhammer makes a very prim and proper missile as she's suddenly launched by Nikita over the table, over the spaghetti, into Genta, slamming both of them into the wall for heavy damage. You see the walls crack behind them. You can see the drywalls just faded away and crumbled into dust, and the support beams are there, and both of them look like they got messed up pretty badly.
One correction, through the flaming spaghetti. Because
through
it's
the
on
flame.
fire.
No, wait a minute. The fire got put up because it got used in the explosive blast that Harley used.
Darn it. You ruined the flaming spaghetti.
Yeah, but I covered
The
them in
spaghetti isn't fabulous anymore.
You do know everybody around that table did end up wearing the spaghetti, don't you?
I look over at Shotgun Boy, and I just say, put the shotgun down, or you're next.
She means it. She is.
Alright, throw that Intimidate.
Let's see, Intimidate is...
It is Strength and Will.
Oh gosh, he 11 damaged them.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
really?
not very
Someone
intimidating.
who isn't in the fight, look over and go check,
You
please.
are way too polite with your request for them to put the shotgun down to actually be intimidating.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said please.
She's like, sir, can you please maybe put the shotgun down?
But as a bonus for the missile of Chelsea, we are on 1 rule of cool now.
Yay! We have a rule of cool. Oh god.
Nice one.
And it's Chelsea's turn. And she comes to from the heavy hit and sees that she's crumpled up against Messer, lets out a little eek and gives him like a slap and says, I told you for the last time I am not doing that. And you see him just get, this big red hand print on the side of his face and he goes, ow!
She rolled
Moron,
damage
we're in
for
the
that.
middle of a fight. I didn't do anything.
Cooper's just gonna
Points over at Nikita and says, like, she did it.
Cooper's just gonna look at Messer and go like, I know your pain, man. This happens way too many times to me.
And Chelsea looks over at Nikita and goes like, oh, well. Huh, she wanted to bare hand.
handle.
Was that me or somebody else who popped in and out?
Didn't hear anybody popping it out.
Either.
I'm still here.
Okay, keep going.
So, she looks over at Nikita and she says, "Hi, you seem to be quite strong. How about you and me just leave the boys to their thing and we can head on out of here?"
The bear just got hit on.
But we're in the middle of a fight. Almost kind of mimicking what the other guy just said.
Okay.
She just kind of like brushes it off with one of her pistols. Boys do their thing. Boys will be boys. Come on, we don't have to be part of this.
Apparently, Josh Moore says I should have said, Cooper should have said, she can be rough. Believe me, I know. Really?
This is not the time and place. You want to leave, you can leave. You want to talk to me later, you can talk to me later. But we have to convince your boss to leave first.
Well, she like calmly and slowly walks around the table and
sail.
takes out a little scrap of paper and she like slips it into Nikita's pocket and blows her a kiss and starts heading out.
Well, there's one less person to fight.
All right,
It is somebody some
Tonga.
way.
You've been suplexed. You were saved by Akahima, who then proclaimed ownership over your body. What are you up to?
Before he speaks, I just want to.
I am just
you know
gonna
what?
state
I
that
can't
the
even
famous
like
claim
deflect
not
this anymore.
recognized.
I didn't hear
Hello
a single
there.
word of any of that.
We're in the middle of a tabletop game. Who just said that?
Oh, me?
Well,
Sorry.
Yeah. Tabletop
Hi,
game on a
Emerald.
stream.
We love you. I hope training is going well.
Yeah, I'm out of BMT now, so just saying hi.
Can you come back in like an hour?
Yeah, sorry. I'll get up.
It's okay.
Oh.
Here's a hug.
No, apparently Tonga's not 6'8", he's 7'8". He's
He's almost 3 feet taller. Good God. Anyway, Tonga, it's your turn.
Yeah. Really wishing there was a health pot. Or a pot. Some kind of healing. Leave me alone, cat! I know I shaved you and I put you in a sweater. No, off.
Mission accomplished.
Sorry.
No,
He's too cuddly after I shaved him because he had
I refuse
maps
to
and needed
acknowledge
a
it unless we
bath,
make stream
and
tip
now
goal today.
he's got a sweater on, so he's like, oh, it's cuddle time all the time. So yeah, Tonga's going to move up. Hide behind that wall. Hope no more psychotic scrollers come out. Aki, you got the cat thing?
Uh-huh.
Okay, do you want suppressive fire or no?
Get the guy with the 12 gauge.
I'll try.
Refuse to acknowledge.
But yeah, don't let her hit me again.
Maybe the cat attacked Tonga because she just likes fish. I mean...
I'm not opposed to some playful nibbling, but that wasn't playful nibbling. Okay, let's try that.
So did we just establish that Tonga wants to be nibbled on by the cat girls?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay then.
Exactly.
So that's all I really.
Damn.
All right, we have 4 hits.
That poor ass motherfucker.
Through the wall.
Goddamn bipolar 20.
Oh, by 20.
It's like middle, ends, middle, ends.
That's 26. Alright, Nikita and Cooper, because you're in position to actually see this, you see the bullets just rip through the wall that Harry's up against and rip right through his body. Just riddled with bullets, blood's gushing out of his torso, and he's slumping down against the wall, still clutched his shotgun.
No, this is the perfect image. I pointed at him and I yelled something at him, and then the other one walked around and put the number in Nikita's jacket. Nikita's just got her mouth wide open, looking at her. She's walking away, and then she turns around where she's looking, and the guy's laying on the ground, slumped over.
I think the two with you just watching this happen or walking up.
Tonga calls out again to Harley. Last chance, buddy. Do you surrender?
His name is Harry.
Okay.
Harley.
Oh, sorry. Harry.
You hear him kind of cough and gag and spit up a lot of blood.
I'll take that as a no.
Wait, Cooper look at him as like, Mr. Durden, like shake head or cough once for yes, cough no for twice for no.
I can't even do that right.
He coughs 3 times.
Yeah, he goes into a fit and just spitting out anime levels of blood out of his mouth.
Taking that as a no.
Like when we say anime levels of blood, are we talking like
head lopped off kind of levels, or
I'm talking about like when an anime guy's like had his insides turned to jelly by
a giant shark with a machine gun.
What I'm asking here is, are we talking like Einfeld Light, or are we talking like Blood Plus, or are we just go full on Helsing?
Remember, she's the one that's done the research on just how much blood is in an anime character.
This is Helsing when Alucard opens his chest. This thing. Like, good enough. The literal ocean of fucking blood. There's now just a pool.
Yeah, just like he opens his mouth and 4 gallons of blood come out.
Yeah, Tonga's taking that as a no. He doesn't surrender.
Hold on, I have a thing for this.
Well,
I think Tonga fires again. Is there any chance of that guy living?
Well, he moved, then he moved again, then he fired, so that's 3.
Oh, so Tonga can't fire again. The guy might actually live for a moment.
Well, Cookie's still letting out high-pitched screams, and she grabs up 2 pitchers that she was serving and throws them through the air, sailing by. Nikita, Cooper, throw me a defense.
The killing time.
Just for you guys.
Cooper's just gonna like duck, like, oh, why? I just failed that. I have a feeling.
As they're flying, Chelsea looks back to Nikita and calls out heads, and instead of ducking, both you and Cooper look up and get a face full of glass and beer. Take 1 wound each. And, be covered in beer.
What happened?
Someone just got covered in beer.
So Nikita's
She threw 2 pitchers full of beer at the 2 of them, and they just both kind of looked up and took it to the face.
All I have to say is, Nikita, on a first date, really?
No, Cookie, not the golden hammer person.
No, I got that. Same sentence.
Nikita's doing the wet t-shirt contest now.
Does Tonga roll for distraction?
He'd only really be able to see Cooper, so is Cooper going to distract him?
I think he's got a very good look at Nikita. He just was shooting that direction.
Yeah. So, Cooper, you're covered in beer, you're covered in spaghetti. There's someone bleeding out next to you. Another person is just walking right by, sashaying her hips like nothing ever happened.
Cooper's having a really good time.
Cooper is like just thought the entire time between his turn, he's just like, this is just. He's slowly trying to process all this, like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yes, you would be. For Hetty.
Well, first over, he's gonna look at Harry and ask the man if he's going to surrender or not. Because, I mean, you don't look in any good shape, mate. I think I'd stop before, well, the shark opens up again.
Well, instead of answering, you just see him double over his shotgun and hack up again and just spit up a pool of blood between his legs.
Cooper is going to move over there, and if he doesn't try stopping him, just kind of kick the gun away.
Alright.
Did he actually try stopping him, or was the man just doubled over?
He just doubled over. I mean, he can't really stop you at this point.
Cooper looked back. Tonga, don't shoot this man anymore. I think he's had enough. He's going to look at Cookie and say, can you please stop throwing stuff at you? We're not here for you. Does she respond?
She's still cowering and screaming and, you know, because there's all these bullets flying around, explosions going off.
Although she is kind of cute.
Is that really what's on Tonga's mind? Oh, man.
Well, it's Tonga, so probably.
True.
We're not here for you. We're not here to take over the business. Actually, no, I'm kind of here to take over the business. That sounds like a good idea. And actually, she's kind of cute, so...
Offer a job later.
There is a level of disturbing that we have achieved. There is a level of disturbing that we have achieved. Please continue.
By the way, Hitomi, if we take over this bar, do we get any bonus on any wealth checks?
Depends. We'll see how it goes when it actually happens.
Oh, fuck.
And first final action, Cooper, since last two, is just going to point his gun at Messer and shoot once. He wasted the two
for it. Alright, yeah, just point your gun at him, you take your shot, and you see him just kind of jerk his head to the last minute like he's Han Solo's. You shoot the wall where his head used to be.
You know, you're not going to last much longer here. Seems negotiations have turned extremely in our favor.
They still have a cat girl. I wouldn't be so confident on that. And ours says, yeah. Like a cat in an awkward spot, at an awkward angle.
So Messer just looks over to where Harley's down, looks back to where the holes have been blown in the wall, sees that Tonga's been hurt. Looks to see that you're covered in spaghetti and beer. He goes, I say that things aren't quite as one-sided as you think they are. How about you walk away before someone in your little teenage superhero group gets killed?
Double angst.
Fortunately, at the moment, we can't just walk away. So, we don't really have to kill anyone else in here. Except you.
Okay, who shot? Technically Cooper. Definitely Cooper. I'm sorry, Cooper.
Alright, well,
first.
we're up to Alice's turn. Alice Tannenbaum, who at 5'0" has gauntlets on and a wide smile on her face that, if not for the fact that she's not part fox, might actually remind you of Akihima when you first met. She seems to think this is going to be terribly good fun as she runs right back up at Akihima and starts to mix it up.
Alright, let's do this!
The bodyguard girl for Cottonmouth in first Kill Bill, isn't it?
What?
I mean, what's her name that protects Go-Go?
Shit.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's something Go-Go, yeah.
Well, she runs up and starts throwing this flurry of punches at Akihima. Akihima, throw me defense.
I'm gonna raise my own gauntlets and this is gonna be a 5'0" versus 5'0" boxing match.
In this corner, we got the Terror of Tonga, Alice Tannenbaum. And in the other corner, we got the 5-foot fiery fox who loses all her clothes, Akihima.
Cooper, I'm gonna hit you!
Worth it!
So, are we just going to see these two kind of, one going at the other, slump back one way, and then the other one will start doing the same back to where they started again?
Alright, you want to take one wound or take damage?
I'll lose a hit point on this one.
Alright, so you cover up pretty well, and she's having a hard time getting a good blow in, but she gets a couple body shots, and it's starting to wear you down a little. As you defend yourself, she kind of breaks off, and she gives you that cocky little come at me with her right glove and takes a defensive stance. And that wide, playful, oh my god, this is really fun smile is still on her face.
Buy tickets. Cooper is calling this a cat fight. Really? Really?
Harry is going to sit there bleeding a lot.
Yes, Marshall Clark. Akihima is a fox. We're having a fox fight.
So Harry's bleeding proficiently, is he?
What are you up
to? So Harry's bleeding proficiently. Notice not profusely. He's doing it well. Alright. You think this is a boxing match. Except for I didn't take boxing.
Did you bring explosives?
Yes.
Well, that's what you're best at.
No, that's the other one.
No, this one's good with that too.
This
I think
is the one that's good
Akihima's
with fire.
best at being used as a projectile.
Exactly! I am best at being demoted to ammunition! Wait.
Flaming ammunition of awesomeness.
Wait a minute. Are you saying I should load my guns with Akihima?
Yes.
I mean,
promote
to
that.
tell a story, at one point I was literally out of Gauss rifle rounds in a Battletech game, so I started picking up power armor and shoving them in the Gauss rifle and firing those at people.
Hey,
Oh, no.
Nikita literally lobbed you as a burning fireball at a massive grim.
So is this basically Rocky 9 going on? Is this Rocky, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, 4, 5, Rocky Balboa, Creed 1 and 2? Yeah, Rocky 9. It's basically Rocky 9 going on right now. The story of Akihima.
And every time they land a blow, for some odd reason, clothing goes away. Oh wait, no, that's other anime, not this one. Still gonna roll for distraction to see if I start firing bullets shaped like Akihima.
Jeff, I don't care if Creed 2 hasn't happened yet, it's already in production. This is Rocky 9.
Akihima is going to forgo all the rules of boxing whatsoever. She's going to fake a kick and instead stomp her foot down and bring up a double axle into her face.
Alright, go for it.
Stomp.
Alright, that is a hit. Throw me damage.
Jesus, roll 20.
Indeed.
There you go, an image spam.
Fox bullets.
Alright, so you see her, and she has her defensive stance, and she tries to block the axe hit, but she's just a little too slow, and it just cracks right across her and sends her reeling.
Is she still standing?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna do the silliest thing possible. I'm going to shoot in, grab both her legs, and go for the short person power bomb.
Alright, do it.
Midget Bomb 2018!
God damn it! Second rule of cool for you guys.
No, it's not.
Nope.
Alright. As she's dazed, you herk her up onto your shoulders and you take her for the ride and sound into the ground. And you hear right before he hits, "This is awesome."
Is the cat girl just having a good time?
Kinky.
Well, she's human, but yeah, it seems so.
I thought you said you were a cat girl.
No, she just has these
cat mitts.
Yeah.
She wishes. She's a human who wishes she was a cat girl.
That's why she's called Cat Girl, because of those gloves.
So cats don't always land on their feet.
No, sometimes they land on their back and want you to give them a good time. Give her a good belly scratch, will you?
I'm disappointed, Google. I could not fire it. I could not find a single ammunition of foxes being fired as ammunition.
You want to know something? You know something? Fine. My third action is I give her a belly scratch. Just to see if it works.
Who's an adorable little human? You are. Yes, you are.
What? Throw it as a performance check.
What's performance?
Endurance and will.
I like how he told me I had to actually sit there and work out what that was. Holy shit.
Well, you two best stats as a check, so shrugs. Okay, Tonga. Who's a good little kitty? Who's a good little kitty?
And you see her just kind of like wriggle on the floor and give a little purring noise.
Are we fighting with them or seducing them?
Anime sweat drop. I think I just adopted the cat girl I power bombed.
We don't need a cat girl. We already have Max.
Harley, you're knocked the hell out. Do you want to, like, try to wake up, or are you just going to stay knocked out?
I'm allowed to try?
I'll let you try. I mean, like, it's one of those things where if you don't stay down, it could hurt you more.
Wait, knocked the hell out?
Yep.
Yeah, she got knocked to 0 HP when she hit that table.
That's why I said I hit the table and I don't move.
I heard it.
Yeah.
So I presume it's willpower and something to try and get myself back up again.
Also willpower and endurance.
Our character's just not in the position to see it.
Am I still allowed to use the rule of cool? Seeing as I was knocked out before the rule of actually got implemented.
Yeah, but you can still use it.
I was imagine, how do you coolly get up?
Really, Guru? You guys are just a bunch of dirty, nerdy shippers.
Alright. You're awake, your eyes flutter open, and you're hurting like hell, but you can get up.
So, yeah, you kind of see Harley's feet kind of, or see Harley kind of slide until her feet touch the floor, and her knees kind of buckle for a second before she starts to sort of stand up, clutching across her middle, sort of grunting and groaning, and kind of shakes her head and kind of turns around and slumps back against the table, kind of half sitting on it, and tries to look around and figure out what's going off before she sort of bends down and picks her rifle up and kind of checks it and realizes the clip's empty. She ejects the magazine and sticks the first magazine that comes to hand, which is probably a dust. In fact, I'm going to do a. Bear with me. If it's odds, it's a standard mag. If it's evens, it's a dust mag. So, kind of slide in a dust magazine, and I presume that's probably used a couple of my actions by now, if not all of them. Hitomi?
2. 1 for waking up, 1 for reloading.
I kind of look around, and is Chelsea still here, or has she walked out the room by now?
You just see her just walking past. She's just kind of swinging her hips and walking like she owns the world.
Can she see Akahima fondling the cat girl?
Yeah.
So I suppose if I slid around and stood up, I'd be more sort of there, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
So can I see anybody that's still standing that's actively hostile?
You can probably see Nemesis through the hole he shot you.
Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah,
you can see Cookie having cowered there and still screaming.
Yes. Does Mesa actually look like a threat at all?
He's the only one still holding his gun.
In that case,
Am I having a connectivity issue? And is nobody's noticing? Is it just me?
I'd like to raise my rifle and take a double tap at him. Can I still? I can't use still dust. I can't use dust now, can I? As dust, because doesn't that need aura?
Your semblance does, but not dust.
Dust just needs ammo.
Alright then. Then I kind of point the rifle at him and squeeze out both rounds of dust, praying because I'm still kind of thinking that we're trying to not kill everybody. So trying to take a less than lethal attack and thinking more to use the dust's kind of blasting effect rather than as its range.
You're shooting his hands, basically.
I was thinking more just sort of knocking him back.
Alright.
Okay, what is it? Agility?
Yeah.
So, does only the first one hit, or do both hit?
The first one hits.
Okay.
Fucking emo bombs! It's what's for breakfast!
Of course, that's at half damage.
Furball!
Or
you guys are
zero,
a bunch of dirty
whichever comes
shippers!
first.
That looks like an attack roll instead of a damage roll.
Oh, sorry. You rolled 20. I did 2 points of damage to him, all down to 0.
Ping!
No,
yeah, this round just slams into his chest, and he looks down expecting to see this bloody hole, and instead there's just like this little poof.
And can I then just kind of slump down onto my arse?
Yeah.
Because that rifle's got a bit of a kick.
I was like, I'm too tired for this shit.
Head's probably lolled over again.
You see Messer, and he like looking over at Chelsea and goes, "What the hell are you doing? Fight!" And Chelsea just gives him the one-finger salute and keeps on walking, and you see him just roll his eyes and grumble something about useless teammates and...
You know, the option's still on the table to walk away.
Well, I think in Messer's case it's more like crawl away by now.
A heavy sigh, looks at his revolver, looks at the slumped over Harley, and points it at Harley. He says, "Who's walking away?"
Oh boy.
Son of a bitch. Can
I push a defensive
to Josh? Can one of us kind of like jump in the way of it?
I mean, yeah, that'd be a defense you'd roll if you wanted to take the hit for her, just like Akima did last session.
I will. Is that a parry, dodge, or resist, or what?
Dodge, jump in the way.
Dodge, jump in the way. You're close enough, you could probably just roll resist as well if you wanted.
Let's see, what is resist based on?
Endurance.
Hello.
Yeah.
The problem is I'm probably not going to take it much better than you are.
The thing is, as a resist, you get the option to just take a single point of
damage. That's right. Good.
But it's a single point of hit point damage, not...
Yeah, it's fine. I can take that.
Alright, so you see him level the revolver, he fires Cooper's way too late to hit the bullet, but Nikita jumps in front of it and just kind of like stands there and takes it as this bullet just rips through, I don't know, your shoulder or your upper arm, something that's not too terribly lethal. And you look back and see, well, Harley didn't get his. The bullet didn't go through you and then through Harley. It's embedded in the remains of the wall.
I imagine with like a 33, the bullet just hits and bounces off.
I was going to say, with that, it's...
Impacts a move and then bounces off.
The bear steps in the way, gets hit, turns back and goes, "Okay, that's all right."
was going to say I'd probably have it ricochet off the shoulder bone or something up into the ceiling.
I'm still imagining what Nikito is going to say, just getting hit and just standing there and then slowly twisting back.
Yep. You don't... I guess you're just not getting the point here. Stop!
You've never shot a grizzly bear before, have you? It just pisses them off.
Yeah, I would listen to Messer. I would listen to her. She is you don't like when she's angry. She can hurt someone.
Nikita, he's got honey in his pockets.
Oh, what's he wrong?
Oh dear God, that man is doomed.
You see him cock the hammer of the revolver back, and he levels the gun, and he's like, "Are you gonna come after me and let me shoot her, or are you gonna sit there and take it, or are you all gonna walk away?"
Oh no, we're about to hurt you a lot.
Alright, he's holding his action. Nikita, your turn. What are you up to?
Okay.
That was close and a cliche of diving in the way, but that's the second time we've dived in the way to take Harley. Harley needs to learn how to take bullets better. Or just not get shot. I don't know which one. What do you guys think? Take bullets better or not? Should we ship Harley and dying?
Hopefully this is going to work.
From death?
I'm going to kick in my semblance. Run here. Bounce off this wall. Fire my gun to kick in my capacity. And slam the table into Messer. Like a guillotine.
Oh, shit.
Alright, let's see how it goes.
Exactly, Josh. I'll actually
There's the semblance.
Leave now.
Alright, there's your semblance. Now throw me your... Well, be a lift check to move the table.
And that was strength and endurance?
Yep.
Yes.
God damn.
Alright. You slam it into him. Throw me melee damage. Alright. You slam the table over, and you see it just push him into the shattered remains of the wall. He's pinned against one of the heavy studs. And you see him kind of slump over the edge of the table, and his aim's thrown off, but he goes and he fires his round anyways at Harley.
God damn it. Dodge.
Cooper does not make the save.
So
Harley.
Can I burn capacity for the extra? I have 9.
That's not going to make the difference.
Shit.
So, Harley, your defense. You got a giant slug running right towards you.
Well, I'm going to pray for a moment of lucidity enough to realize what's happening and try and dodge.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, damn.
So that's 5 more than his attack.
No, that's below his attack, so you're taking 3 damage.
No, hang on. Isn't that... What's that roll of 16 you did in the chat?
Oh, that was just to see if he was actually going to beat Nikita to the punch on the shot.
Oh.
And he didn't. Was that taking in consideration the table hitting him when he was firing?
Yep.
Okay.
3. Oh dear. So that puts me on -3, and well, yeah.
Yeah, as in.
Well, I have 0 endurance. I kind of technically have a max of 2 HP thanks to one of the modifications you let me do. So that means I'm still 1 over my inverted HP.
Ah, that's sort of a.
So does she start bleeding out? Does she need medical attention?
No, she's past
Bleed out.
bleed out. She's past the point of death.
Yeah.
This is the 50 caliber handgun just blew a massive hole through her and probably through the table she was slumped up against.
Yeah.
However,
And for her part, Chelsea is going to keep on moving because she doesn't want to get stuck out here once people realize what just happened. Alright, Tonga, what are you up to?
So, clarification's sake, Harley cannot be healed anymore.
Yeah, she's got a massive hole where her chest used to be. She's gone.
Okay.
Unless you can pull some D&D level bullshit resurrect spell, Harley's gone.
Yeah, damn roll.
You'd have to come up with some good BS for me to say that you can do that. I mean, it's RWBY. If you can BS it, I'll give you a chance, but...
Could Tonga activate his semblance and just have all of the hands going to Harley trying to pump extra ore and healing into her?
I don't really think so, because your semblance has been described as like making extra attacks and extra shooting, not like detachable arms that you fly across rooms.
Well, no, he'd still move up. Essentially, other images of Tonga would rip out of his back and try and heal her.
I'll let you try. You're gonna have to pass your semblance, and you're gonna have to pass. I'm gonna have to come up with another test for basically medical aid at this point. That's a discipline and will.
Okay, so let's get the semblance out of the way. Mine is agility based, so that's agility and will.
Yeah, we're pretty sure RIP. Like,
That's a no.
That is indeed a no.
So without that, chances go down.
Yeah, but you can still give it a shot.
Yep. Gonna rush over to Harley, using capacity to help move. And then is it gonna pretty much expend everything he's got to try and heal her?
Alright, throw me that will and discipline.
And I can't rightly expend capacity for this, can I?
yeah. Yeah, it just got really morbid.
Here's the thing, capacity is also used for dust.
Technically it is, yes.
Oh, holy hell.
31.
30 was the mark I had set because that's usually a pretty nigh impossible mark, so...
It does say 30 is reality. I remember in the book it does say 30 is when reality fucking bends. Was that 35?
So, despite all logic, despite all medical science, somehow through the power of DACA, belief, and the heart of the cards, you are able to keep Harley from completely bleeding out instantly.
Did you just declare a wog?
Just declare a wog. Maybe Tonga's actual semblance. He is just an orc.
That would explain more.
He's just an orc.
He's just an
am
orc,
I
and he
on
said
-1 or am I on 0?
You'll be at that
fucking
-2. You're basically on death's door, but you're not dead yet.
You're in a fucking coma right now. That's
You're on a
actual
trip to
health.
the ICU.
No, her actual health should say in a fucking coma. Not even -2.
And it's 2 points of order to heal 1 point of damage, right?
Yeah, but this is such total BS luck. Reality rewrote itself because anime and the power of dice. It's not going to follow that sort of aura healing rule.
Okay.
The power of friendship.
Friendship is magic, the heart of the cards, everything.
Yeah, Tonga's just kneeling around Harley, seething in a blood rage. You don't even see pupils or eyes, you just see red, angering glow.
By the way, can you guys see the health bar above my icon?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh.
Well, it's like not so much above yours, it stretches out over Tonga instead of just negative.
What does the health bar say?
Well,
This long green bar, that's negative.
if you fill out your information on your token to put your health and everything in, it puts little bars above your icon, which are filled with a representation of how much of each you've got left. Well, my health is now... it starts at my icon and goes away from it.
Alright. We got the Shrieking Maiden next, who is screaming and still blindly throwing things over the table at all the angry, shouty, shooty people. Cooper, Nikita, throw me a defense.
If you look in tabletop, you can see what I see.
Oh no, the reaction's going to be overkill mode.
As soon as whatever flies at him, like as soon as it's halfway there, it's just going to explode in a thing of fire. Cooper is mad.
Cooper has absolutely a... While Nikita watches as a tiramisu just flies through the air and hits the wall behind her.
That's a crumb against cheesecake.
Cooper, you just destroyed a wonderful cheesecake. What are you up to?
Let's see. 2, 3, that's normal movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 capacity I would need to spend. I am going to spend all 9 of my capacity with an extra 4 boost, as Cooper is literally just going to draw his sword, charge, and try ramming the blade against the man's fucking neck.
Defense may be difficult for him since he's pinned against the wall.
Indeed.
So any bonus?
Yeah, the charge attack thing, which I think is like +1 for every
What's
one
that?
capacity you spend.
So +4. $29.
Alright, you get the hit. Throw me damage with an extra d6.
Akahima's not going to get to rage out.
Really, roll 20.
Oh, wonderful.
I should move Cooper out.
At least they weren't all in the same set.
You swing and you cut this long line along his neck, and you see it start bleeding out, and you see his tie just kind of got cut and drifts down to the table.
It was gonna look like no one hurts my team.
Oh, shut up. That was just a scratch.
Tear up at his fallen tie, and he looks up at Cooper and says, "The feeling's mutual."
Seems your team doesn't even give a shit about you. One of them's fucking walking away.
Do you know what's going to make me laugh? If Chelsea grabs Alice by the scruff of the neck and drags her off.
Oh. Well, Alice has been belly scritched since her last turn. And it takes her a while to go, "Oh, yeah, we're fighting, aren't we? We're still fighting, yeah? Oh, yeah, that's what we're doing." She bolts upright and she bounces on her feet, and it's like this little happy girl jump up, and she claps her hands together and gets ready to fight again, falls into her stance. Goes, "Alright, you got me that time, but this time I'll get you. This time I'm gonna win."
Belly scratches, instantly incapacitates.
And you see her just like lead in with a right hook.
Akahima slowly stands up, looks at her. "I don't have time for you." And I'm actually going to declare my defense as literally just takes it in the face. That, you know, absolutely gets hit as hard as you possibly can, and all it did was move their chin and make them look back at you and go, "No."
So you're going to automatically resist.
Alright, throw that resist. And she hits you, and she sees her fists just stop and not do much, and then she looks at her fist, and she looks at you, and she looks at her fist, and she looks at you, and she goes, "That's not supposed to happen. You're cheating, aren't you? How are you cheating? You stop cheating right now."
I can just imagine like Akima going like, "I'm not cheating, I'm just that good." Slits on sunglasses. Walks away.
No. No.
That's not how that works, Cooper.
I was saying that out of character.
See, I was saving this for when we absolutely had to have it, if that ever happened. But I'm gonna put both of the crazy fox things together at the same time.
Alright. And Harry slumps over a little more as he lays against the wall. Akahima, you just got accused of cheating. What are you up to?
I'm gonna cheat.
Well, damn.
So, Akahima takes her gauntlet, and this is no longer fisticuff damage. This is actual gauntlet, and stabs herself right above the heart. I'm activating my semblance. I'm not turning into fire. I'm not turning into a rock. I'm turning into both.
And she just looks at you, stab yourself in the heart. She goes like, "Wow, I mean, all you had to do is stop cheating. You didn't have to make it up to me like that. A little bit excessive, don't you think?"
This girl's a massive fucking tits.
Oh, come the fuck on, Roll20. I hate you.
It's still 17.
Oh, wait. Hold on. It's 20. Joy.
That's success. I mean, it turns on. It's suitably impressive. It's not I bend reality impressive, but it's suitably impressive.
Okay. This is the part where Akihime just raises her arm and literally just throws it at her, and she now has this giant, I guess, lava slap would be the description? Have you ever been slapped by a volcano? That's what's happening.
Alright, throw it.
The army of Fiaura has a new officer.
Yay, somebody hosted me. Who hosted me?
Alright, as you throw in the lava slap, she like steps up and she raises her gauntlets and she like catches it on the forearm and tries to get inside the swing, and you hit her, but it doesn't seem to do much damage.
Okay. I bring the other arm around, and has anyone ever seen like someone do the whole take both hands and slam it against the guy's ears maneuver?
Box in the ears, alright.
Oh, come on! I hate you, Roll20! What is this
At least it's
That's how I feel.
At least it's consistent.
And she manages to just barely get her arm up and stop that one as well and catch it just short of boxing her ears in, and she gives you a wide smile and she goes, "Oh my god, you're like the bestest fighter ever. This is so fun."
Are you her BFF? Best fighting friend?
Yes.
Just wait, this fight's gonna keep going on forever, and it's like eventually they're just gonna have like t-shirts, best fighting friends.
Alright, Harley, you're in a freaking coma.
Yeah, I'm doing nothing.
Alright, Mr. Genta. He's bleeding from his neck, he's taking a lot of wounds, he's crushed against a wall. And he looks up at Cooper, just this absolute spite on his face, and he raises up his revolver and just tries to press it like right against Cooper's stomach and pull the trigger.
Okay, Cooper's just gonna knock it away.
No,
with a parry.
Isaac, we're not. No. Oof.
Nope.
Yep. You slam it into the barrel, and the barrel holds still as he pulls the trigger and sends a round square into your gut. Take 3 damage.
Burning furry shark. They're naming ship.
And you see him cock back the hammer, and he prepares a second to join it.
Seeing this, Cooper is going to grab his most sacred of weapons, the crotch grenade.
Really?
And throw it at this guy's face to incinerate him in a pile of...
The crotch grenade.
Every time he's defended with one, it's ended up killing people, so let's hope.
Aren't you in the blast radius?
Go for it.
Just 25 defend. As soon as he sees that,
I mean, I guess
that's a successful defense, and you see him just like recoil away from the explosion, and the gun goes flying to the side as he kind of brings up his arms, and he ends up shooting the ceiling. But he's still alive.
They never let me down.
So, Nikita, you just saw Cooper pull out his crotch grenade. What are you up to?
I'm getting really sick of this guy. Is Cooper standing on the table?
Yes. You can pull the table back and slam it into him if you need.
No, actually, we're just going to accelerate the table. Straight forward, through the wall.
All right, go for it.
Is that another lift?
Semblance on lift.
I know, right? Is this the Akihima shipping episode?
Alright, you're going to get a +5 to your lift.
Oh, I'm going to need that +5.
Yes, you do. Throw me damage.
Ooh, that's going to hurt.
And you hear a sickening crunch as you push the table up against the wall, and the man is just cut in half.
Ugh.
Half flops under the table, pushes through the wall, and probably sends Cooper out into the alley with the table since he's standing on it.
I mean, he doesn't get sent flying backwards into Nikita's lap.
Yeah, because he would hit the wall and then go flinging back. Unless Cooper just literally goes through the wall.
Surfs the table.
Your choice, Cooper. You want to go flying through the wall, or you want to go flying backwards onto the table?
I'll go flying back.
Alright, so you fly back and you fall on your ass dead center of the table amongst a bunch of burned spaghetti and meatballs and garlic bread.
Don't shoot my cat friend.
He just looks at you in his last moments as his life's drying out, and he says, I hope she dies ugly. And boom, slumps onto the table.
So
yeah, well, you're dead, so your opinion doesn't matter.
So basically, the stereotypical fallen hunter.
Yep.
Because that's my read on this whole situation, is that this was a hunter team once upon a time.
Alright, what are you gonna do with your last action now?
I will pull the table back into the room and sit it where it was supposed to be.
Yes!
Actually, this reminds me, are you actually trying to avoid Cookie? Because she's kind of in the way of the table.
Yes, I was trying to avoid Cookie.
Alright, just making sure.
I mean, Cookie's not really done anything bad. She's just thrown...
she's thrown food at us. I can live with people throwing food at me.
Basically, she's scared and panicked and doesn't know what to do, and it was something she could do!
Anyway, I destroyed the cheesecake. I kind of did something equally as bad.
I will look over at Cooper and say, if you want the bar, I think it's half off now.
Oh. I mean, it's just sad the guy had to split.
God!
Well, you know, it's after 10. They don't split checks anymore, and we had to make sure who was going to pay tonight.
Oh, what can we say? We're cut above the rest.
I'm glad Harley's unconscious for all of this.
Reminded of Ruby Chibi last week. Seek help if you or someone you know has trouble with puns.
I think that's... Yeah.
Alright, Chelsea's turn, and she walks past. Sees Akihima and Alice struggling in all the lava arms and things, and she gives Akihima a little swat in the ass and says, nice going, hot stuff.
By the way, does she hear Messi get chopped in half and just, as I say, just drag Alice off and say, come on, honey, he's dead. Time to find a new boss.
Well, she leaves Alice to it, and she knows better than to interrupt her fun, and just keeps walking.
Why do I have a feeling that if, like, Akihima just says, you know what, this was fun.
So, Tonga, I presume you're keeping Harley put together.
Yep.
Yeah, he's playing jigsaw puzzle with my chest.
Huh, you don't need this rib. What are all these ribs doing in here?
Cookie's ran out of things to throw, so she just kind of curled up and screaming and sobbing and has seen people cut in half and exploded and bleeding out and nearly got crushed by a table. Not actually, but to her is nearly got crushed by a table. Cooper, you're flouting your ass amongst a bunch of charred dinner. What are you up to?
Cooper's gonna kind of roll off table.
Do that whole brush yourself off thing.
Yeah, see Harry over there. How bad of a condition is he?
Throw me your perception. Or detection.
Let's see, perception will?
Discipline.
Discipline.
You think he's near dead. His seems to be breathing, barely. Heartbeat beating, barely. He's covered in way more blood than he thought a human body could actually hold. He's not bleeding as much as he should, considering all the holes he has in him.
I mean, Cooper already knocked his gun away, and... fuck it, he'll give the guys a little bit of aura.
Alright.
How much do you think Cooper needs so the guy doesn't die? I mean, he can go for a coma for all Cooper fucking cares, but not dying.
As long as you want to keep him in coma, just say one to stabilize him.
Okay, so 2 points of aura for 1 health.
Yep.
Okay, he's gonna live.
Alright. Alice, she has a wide grin on her face. She's bracing back the lava arm. She's looking Akahima in the eye, finally finding someone her own size. Grinning ear to ear, and she says, "This has been so much fun. We're gonna have to do it again once you get back from your trip."
She trying to do...
Q left hook?
Throw me defense, Akahima.
Throw a defense. Is she trying to actually trip me?
She is going to, like, grab your shoulders, fall onto her back, and use her legs to just catapult you through the ceiling.
Emphasis on the word cat.
Oh.
You're terrible, you know that. I am going to try to counter this a la Perry in the sense that I am going to try to pull the same trick on her and just roll with it and end up throwing her.
Alright.
So they spin around like they're Sonic. Or sorry, Sanic.
Sanic, yeah, and I fail horribly.
Yeah, that's a fail in your defense, so she ends up flinging you off into the ceiling like you did to Faceless Mook last session, and you crash through the timbers, crash through the roof, going off into the night sky. Got a beautiful look of Atlas covered in snow, pale night lights glowing. Just perfectly belongs on a postcard. Probably a very nice time, you know? Nice cool breeze on your skin, and then, you know, gravity.
Wile E. Coyote moment.
Does she take time, since if she's floating there, to actually just take a picture? Like, ooh, snapshot.
Can I declare my action, and yes, I will still take the damage, but can I declare my first action of the turn to be coming back down with a flying elbow drop?
Sure.
Okay. How much damage do I take?
4. And the people who are inside just see Alice, like, jump back up onto her feet and kind of, like, dust off her hands, and she turns to Chelsea and she goes, "Well, that's done. See you tomorrow. She starts heading off. All right, Akihima. We can't know what
Flying
you're up to.
elbow smash! I'm not done with you!
Breaks, causes another hole in roof right next to first hole.
Alright, they're in attack.
Apparently I am done with you because that... Wow. Come on, Roll20. You're consistent, but you're not consistent in a good way.
You come crashing through and you think you're right on target, and you might have been right on target except for the fact that she walked away and slam into the ground where she used to be.
You pull a Yang during the food fight.
Yes!
You just see Alice look over her shoulder at you as you just crater into the floor and goes, "You're back already? Well, I mean, my shift's probably about over now. It looks like things are closing up. You want to come back tomorrow?"
What?
Just say yes.
But you almost killed, and he died, and you... What?
I think she's unemployed anyways. Given, well...
Semblance drops, character stares at her like, what just happened and why?
Has Akima.exe just stopped working?
Yes, Akima.exe has found a critical error. That is my turn. Akihima.exe, critical error.
Alright. There's been brutal murder. There's someone in a coma. There's someone screaming and sobbing. What are you up to, Nikita?
Is the fight over?
Pretty much, unless someone wants to start it up again.
I walk over, I take 2 pictures, upper and lower, and I send them to the Commandant. Ascend first. Here's the mafia leader. Nope, sorry. Here's the mafia leader. Now you send him the other half. Hope you're happy. And that's the last part of the comment I send on the message.
Like a minute later, you get a message back and just says ecstatic.
Now, is one of you going to guide Cookie back to the bar? I think she needs a rather stiff drink by now.
This Cooper's going to go with a...
I think she needs a nerve tonic.
You can stop screaming now. We're not going to hurt you.
I will take a glass off the table, wring my beer-soaked shirt into it, and hand it to her.
Really?
Oh, she threw it at me.
So we have a bare-chested Nikita.
No, I just wring it out. I don't have to take it off to wring it out.
That's making sure. Plus bear puns.
Cooper is distracted as he watches this. He's like, I thought roll will for that.
You don't have a Tonga semblance.
Nikita does not look in a happy mood today.
You just hear her like sob and sniff, and she takes up the glass and she like curls it up towards her. She's not drinking it, she's kind of like hold close.
I love Isaac's description of this in chat. Harley lived the titty bear smushed messer, and Akima became a rocket again.
Yeah.
Team Rocket's lifting off again.
The thing I find funny is it's not teddy bear, it's titty bear. Really, Isaac?
It's somewhat appropriate, this fight.
Yeah,
especially with Dre,
contest.
especially with Dre's depictions of us all.
I'm almost terrified of what he's going to draw for Tonga.
I don't.
So did John Tonga.
No, with the group picture.
Oh. So
Akahima.exe still is not working properly as a note.
So is Cookie gonna listen when she's offered beer by Nikita and Cooper saying, "Hey, we're not gonna hurt you"?
No, she's not screaming anymore, but she's still curled up in a ball.
Okay, that's the best we're doing then.
Nikita walks off to help
Nikita,
out.
you've got Harley.
Yeah. Picks her up and tries to carry her.
Yeah, Cooper's gonna get on the scroll and call the commandant saying they need or at least someone at the school saying they need some medical transport quickly, unless all those hospital vans that are coming for the mooks have arrived. They're gonna need some faster transport.
I'm faster transport, but I don't think that's safe.
No.
Is she at a stabilized point where we can dump Aura into or not?
She's in a coma state. She's not coming out of the coma.
We
anytime
need
soon.
we need a surgeon.
Put it like this: unless there is a time skip, I think Harley's going to be technically out of action for a few sessions.
We need a surgeon.
Yeah, so you place the call, operator answers, gets your information, gets the address, tells you that there's a responder on the way.
Macy doesn't say, "Oh, there are people already outside." Yeah, we heard about the other call.
No, because the people that came for the other call are not normal emergency services.
Ah.
Mafia services.
Mook services, yes.
Black vans roll up, pile bodies in.
School bus comes, more bodies come out.
Any that are still alive get shot and then thrown into the back of the van.
And so it takes about 12 minutes, and then you finally get a paramedic, runs in, looks over the scene, keeps running, sees Harley there, and, you know, they start to check her condition, make sure she's stable, load her up.
I guess third time's the charm when somebody tries to take a bullet for you.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they look at you and they say, well, we got room for one, and that seems to be Akahima at this point.
Yeah! Akahima gets into the hospital ambulance holding Harley's hand, refusing to let go of it.
They're loaded up into the ambulance and drives off to Atlas General.
16, so I was just trying to see if I could sort of reach a hand out to grab Akima, but I think at 16 that's probably a fail.
No, you straight up in a coma. You knocked the fuck out.
We recover Harley's weapon.
And for Tonga and Nikita and Cooper, what are you up to?
I'm taking Messer's head as a keepsake.
No, we're not taking his head.
No. I guess we inform Miss, what's her name? Hitori that she's now the owner of this bar.
It's under new management, yours.
Congratulations.
If you don't want the management position, I'll take it.
No, Tonga.
What? I need a backup in case the whole student thing doesn't pan out.
She looks quite suspiciously at you because she pretty much expected you to murder everyone here and just take over.
Like I said, I just wanted to get the mafia out of my fucking hair.
But you are in the mafia.
No. I made one.
You are now the mafia.
Dumb.
You've gone from you are in the mafia to you are now the mafia.
I do not want to be the mafia.
So, if you don't want the bar, I'll take it.
I was going to say, didn't you hear the whole conversation between Tonga and Harley about calling dibs on management to the bar?
And Tori just looks over at Tonga and sees all the massive guns and rockets, and she says, "Sure thing, boss," and pours you a drink and slides over the shot glass.
Tonga, you are not keeping this bar.
Watch me.
Yes!
Why not? It followed me home.
Takes
We're gonna use the lost puppy excuse on the bar.
Takes the shot glass, drinks it, sets it down on the table. So, can you give me a expenses list by tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll have the books ready for tomorrow.
Okay.
How's it going?
And again, sorry about the mess.
Sorry about the mess.
And she just shrugs it off and cleans the glass thing. Yeah, it's just another day.
Tonga proceeds to walk out with the rest of them, contemplating, renovations.
Let me guess, she was getting bored of the management anyway.
Yep.
Nikita takes a chair, and she sets it outside, and she sits and she waits for the others.
Yeah, Cooper just follow her out.
How the fuck am I gonna write this on my character sheet? Owns bar.
Owner
just
of
keep it
bar.
2-year-old
I
cheerleader.
don't think that we want to actually own up to this one.
I do.
Like right there on the weapon modifications,
Play that at the same
that just
time,
says
okay.
"Boss of Atlas Mafia."
No, just the bar.
Cooper's just gonna look at Nikita and talking and like, why can't why can't we have like a normal week for once? No, just deal with normal people problems.
Cooper,
Oh,
do we look
Akima's
like
not
normal
there.
people?
Akima's not there.
That's true.
How'd you going?
Sorry, I messed up that one time.
Yeah, Tonga's Tiki Bar. That makes perfect sense.
You heading back home, or you got somewhere else you want to be today, or?
Oh, we should probably go report to the Commandant.
I already reported. He's ecstatic.
Not physically movable from Harley at moment. Sorry.
That's fine.
Surgeon's like, you're gonna have to let go of her hand now.
Electra, we're in a D&D session. Can you mute your mic? Thank you.
Alright, for the three of you heading back to report to the Commandant.
Yep.
He's in his office. He seems to be waiting for you.
By the way, has Cooper cleaned off all the beer and spaghetti off of his face yet?
No.
Well, he hasn't said anything about it.
No, he has not.
And that's the first look he gets of
Tonga, move out of the way.
And the mess that is Cooper. He lets out a heavy sigh.
I mean, I didn't exactly have the time to clean up. Some crazy woman was throwing food at us.
He just waves his hand and he squints his eyes and he says, I don't want to know it. Anyway, report.
He's dead, Jim.
Both halves.
He gives you a curt nod. He goes, excellent. This will greatly improve the security of Atlas and the safety of its citizens.
Could say the bar is under new management, if you want to give an official, you know, spiel to the public.
After Nikita says both halves, she just turns around and walks out of the office.
He frowns at that little breach of protocol and he looks over at Cooper and says, Cooper, detention.
I know.
I know. Cooper's just like, yeah, I know.
So, 2 weeks running, Cooper's got detention off of a detention.
This time it isn't his fault.
Yeah, twice caused by Nikita.
No, first time he got detention for...
No, I said this time. It's not his fault. We know how. Cooper just nods at that. Yes, sir, I've come to expect it.
Listen, I know your team has been very busy out in the field. You've done a lot of good work. You've gotten a lot of practice. You made better progress than I ever expected.
You just didn't expect it.
This next week easy, okay? I'm trying to stay out of trouble.
Maybe we can have a week where we don't have to deal with fucking psychopaths and mafia and all that other shit.
Are you going to mention that one of your teammates is currently... you'd appreciate an easy week as one of your teammates is currently in critical condition?
So he will tell her... He will inform her of Harley's condition, and after celebrating the fact that they're gonna have a normal fucking week for once, which probably means it won't be normal at all, but still.
It's going to be normal by Hunter standards.
Hunter standards.
As you finish
Hunter
your
standards.
report,
Wish I could
gives
say
you
a damn
salute,
thing right now.
says dismissed.
Give salute back and walks out. I assume Tonga comes, or does he have to drag the shark?
Oh no, he walks out, big old smile on his face. I'm a war boss now.
Alright, where to next for you?
Where the hell did Nikita go?
Probably outside.
Going outside to get on a bike and probably head down to the hospital.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best decision. Make sure Harley is alive, and all that whatnot.
Alright, so we're gonna wrap up the session with everyone go check on Harley and make sure she's okay after her operation. Still in her coma.
Do you want to do any rolls just to see how long it takes Harley to actually be sort of mission usable again, or are you just going to declare an arbitrary time?
I have ideas that are coming up that I'll talk to you about later in the week.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, or at least.
And considering what you made your rolls on their cakes, you would be more of an orc mad doc.
Yeah.
Hey, just because you're a mad doc doesn't mean you can't be the war boss too.
Yes, we're having another session.
The Mad Dog gets to have a lot more fun, though.
The power of the wall compels you. The power of the wall compels you.
Thank Flapadoodle and Drinking Buddy for tips today. You guys are awesome. Drinking Buddy, you get the hat. And I'd like to thank Hitomi for running the session. You guys are awesome. I hope all of you had a good and wonderful time. I don't have a lot to say because I'm sitting at the hospital with the conflicting emotions of playful cat girl nearly murdered Harley. And you guys trying to ship stuff, you dirty, nerdy shippers.
Difference.
Oh, boo hoo 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 hoo. I'm sorry, when you complain about shipping, I'm just gonna point to the fucking list of things Cooper's in and say boo hoo 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 hoo.
I just think you're in that list because you're self-centered.
I do not make any of these. I did not make Super. I did not make.
Choco, shut up, you're self-centered. That counts.
Can we ship the mob boss with himself now, since there's two parts of him?
What, giving himself a blowjob?
Wow.
Hey, the fucker nearly killed my character twice.
He made me kill him.
He did.
He's well, I mean, you gotta try to knock him out anyways.
Oh yes, nearly kills friend. Oh, we're just gonna knock him out. No, it's you die now. You die painfully.
That's not very Canadian of her.
Hey, even the Canadians go to war.
Let's get Druid in here and see what he thinks about that.
She just went south of the border a little bit and became American and said, fuck you.
It's like, even Canada's been to war and shot people.
Yeah, because the Queen told him to.
That's true. The Queen told him, had to tell him to.
They still did it.
He tried to execute my friend and made me stand in front of it, and then I failed to kill him, so I'm not feeling good. Or at least Nikita's not feeling good.
As a player, you're sat there thinking, why the fuck didn't you just stay unconscious?
And with that, we're going to look at all of you and go, good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night.